This is the Sabbath School lesson for the second quarter, 2021.
Sunday, March 28. Turtles all the way down. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, we read in Genesis 1, verse 1. A scientist had just lectured on the orbits of the planets around the sun and the orbit of the sun around the centre of the galaxy when an elderly woman in tennis shoes rose and said that the earth was a flat disk sitting on the back of a turtle. The scientist, jesting, asked what the turtle sat on, and she responded that it sat on another turtle. "Ma'am," the scientist continued, joking, "what then does that turtle sit on?" She answered, "Another turtle." But before he could ask what that turtle sat on, she wagged her finger in his face and snapped, "Save your breath, sonny. It's turtles all the way down." However cute, that story deals with the most crucial issue of human existence, the nature of the universe itself. What is this world that we find ourselves in by no choice of our own? Why are we here? How did we get here? And where are we all finally going? These are the most basic and fundamental questions people could ask, because our understanding of who we are and how we got here will impact our understanding of how we live and how we act while we are here. Question. Look up the following texts: Genesis 1:1, Psalm 100 verse 3, Isaiah 40:28, Acts 17:26, Ephesians 3:9, and Hebrews 1:2 and 10. How does each one, in its own way, answer some of the above questions? What is the one point that they all have in common? Let's start with Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Psalm 100, verse 3, Know that the Lord, He is God, and it is He who has made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people, and the sheep of His pasture. And Isaiah 40, verse 28, Have you not heard, have you not known, the everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is weary, His understanding is unsearchable. And Acts 17:26, And He has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings. And Ephesians 3 and verse 9, And to make all see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the ages has been hidden in God, who created all things through Jesus Christ. And Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2, has in these last days spoken to us by His Son, whom He has appointed heir of all things, through whom also He made the worlds. And verse 10, And you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. What is interesting about Genesis 1 verse 1, or even the other texts, is that the Lord does not attempt to prove that He is the Creator. There are no elaborate arguments to make the point. Instead, it is simply and clearly stated, with no attempt to justify, explain, or prove it. Either we accept it on faith, or we do not. In fact, faith is the only way that we can accept it for one simple reason. None of us were here to see the creation process itself. It would indeed have been a logical impossibility for us to have been there at our own creation. Even secularists, whatever view of origins they hold, have to take that view on faith for the same reason that we as creationists have to. None of us were there to view the event. And so to finish today. Nevertheless, even if God has asked us to believe in Him as Creator, He does not ask us to believe without giving us good reasons to believe. Realizing that there is a certain amount of faith required in almost everything we believe, write down some reasons why it makes sense to have faith that we are here because a Creator purposely put us here, as opposed to our origins being rooted in nothing but pure chance. This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. It's supported by the Sabbath School Department and Hope Channel Australia and is rebroadcast by Christian Record Services and through podcasts at It Is Written in the United States, Hope Channel Germany, and through Apple iTunes and SoundCloud. Remember, God is always faithful.